You make one piece of creative, you put it everywhere, you change it for one person, you change it for everyone. No matter if you're in-house or a consultancy or an ad agency, we're not really meant to do these things together. We kind of follow a process that's a lot more linear. Every group kind of has their own goals and their own ideas of success and their own KPIs and their own targets, and then they do their work and then they hand it off to another group who has their own goals and their own ideas of success and their own targets. They hand it off to the next group and we kind of pass it along. I mean, think about it. Who? Strategy, right? They figure out who is it that we need to talk to. You work with the client, if you're an agency or in-house brand manager or anything like that, and you figure out, well, who's the golden child that we need to speak to? We call it the aspirational audience. Aspirational audience. And they give it a name like Angela. Angela, without fail, is what? Millennial, which means she's somewhere between the ages of 22 and 37, because a college student is exactly the same as someone that has a mortgage and 2 kids. What they believe that experiences are more valuable than possessions. It's good because she makes about $70,000 a year, but she has about $246,000 in student debt. Yet, every asshole in marketing is trying to speak to Angela, right? But what happens is creative is creating something that's universal. And they say, oh, okay, I gotta figure out why this brand is relevant to Angela. Okay. And they take this singular piece of creative and they hand it off to media, who figures out where is this campaign running. And they've been creating this incredibly complex media plan that speaks to everyone. And they take this creative meant for Angela and they apply it to this campaign plan that's meant for everyone. And they realize it works great for Angela on YouTube, but not so great for Jim on Twitter, or Pam on Snapchat, or Michael on Facebook, or Dwight on Spotify, or Phyllis or Stanley on Instagram. And yes, these are all office characters, but my point is that they can't do anything about it. You can't. You make one piece of creative, you put it everywhere, you change it for one person, you change it for everyone.